welcome to my channel. Excuse me if I sound funny, it's just I have a little bit of a cold, so yeah, I sound a bit off, but basically for today's video I have a story time for you guys. Now you guys may have seen that I uploaded a video of the Kylie Minogue opening night concert for her Golden tour. Sorry if you can hear a noise in the background, by the way, my mum's just doing some work with the house. When I was there at the Kylie concert, there was a lot of drama that went down, and I just thought that I wanted to share it with you guys. People can act crazy when they are drunk or they've had quite a lot to drink. And this is exactly what happened to me. Just saying that I did not drink. I am someone who does not drink alcohol, especially on tablets that I take. I'm not allowed to drink on them, so I don't touch alcohol. So me and my mum, we get at the arena quite early. The doors opened at 6 p.m. and we were sat down by about 6:30, 6:45-ish, and Kylie Minogue was due to come on at about 8 o'clock. I have a bad back, and so I'm not able to stand or sit for long periods of time. I have to change it up a little bit. Sometimes you've got to sit down, sometimes you've got to stand up, it just depends. And so I started the concert stood up, and I had all the intentions of sitting back down. Before the concert even started, there was a racket, there was a hoo-ha going on, and I think this older lady was sat in the wrong seat, or she'd moved or something like that, and she wasn't too happy with people sat next to her. There was just a whole kind of argument going on in the row behind us before the concert even started. Concert starts, we stand up. These people in the row behind us were drunk, and I know that for sure because a little bit later on, when they were getting in my face and they were shouting and swearing, I could smell the alcohol on their breath. Now behind me there were two gentlemen, and then a little bit further down there was an older lady, and all three of these people were intoxicated. Kylie sang the first few songs at this point, and she goes off for an interlude, and the arena's still loud but it goes a little bit quieter, and these people behind us, the two gentlemen, one in particular which was directly behind me, were being so rude. Myself and my mum were getting called every single word under the sun, and I mean, my god, this guy's got some colourful language going on. We were getting called the C word, the B word, we were getting called the F word, everything. Sometimes what happens with me is I do like to stay quiet, but when I am getting called and my mum is getting called such horrible, nasty things, I can't help but snap back a little bit after I started talking back to them a little bit and saying like, what's your problem? Like blah blah blah. And it was because me and my mum were stood up. That was his issue, which fair enough, but there is a way to speak to people. If you're not happy with someone, like, you just say, excuse me, do you guys mind just sitting down? It's just we can't really see. Fair enough, I would have sat down for the whole concert if that was the case, but it was the fact that this guy was just totally argumentative and confrontational, and he was shouting and swearing already. Like, there was no niceness. And I was saying to him, like, look, there's a way to speak to people. Don't talk to me and my mum like that. We're here just trying to have a nice time, as are you guys, At the end of the day, just say please. Like, do you mind? Excuse me? You're in my way a little bit. Do you mind just sitting down? I can't see properly and I don't want to stand up. Like, that's fine. But there was just no manners, no niceness. Instead, we were getting the F word, the C word. We were getting called every name under the sun. So this argument starts going down because this guy is clearly intoxicated, and he doesn't like the fact that I am standing up for myself a little bit. Like, he was getting right in my face, all up in my personal space. And I was trying to think like, oh my god, like, all this time the concert's going on, and not only am I missing the concert, but all of these other people around me who can hear all of this going down, it's distracting them from the concert as well. I was just trying to think like, oh my gosh, like this needs to stop because I want to enjoy the concert, my mum wants to enjoy the concert, and everybody else who's around us wants to enjoy the concert as well. So, you know, time goes on and me and my mum, we try to just, you know, we've said our piece now and we just want things to end. We've sat down, and even when we had sat down, this guy behind us was totally still shouting, swearing, and we'd sat down. So, you know, the issue has been solved, like just let it go, but nope. Verbal abuse being thrown at myself and my mum. It wasn't very nice, but we were trying to ignore it. We just wanted to enjoy the concert. There was this one moment where a real classic song by Kylie Minogue comes on and she starts to sing it. It might have been Better the Devil You Know, but I can't remember. So me and my mum, we stand up again because everybody else is standing up in the arena. It's really a crowd pleaser when she sings it live, and everybody gets excited and they dance and they sing along. And so, you know, me and my mum, we stand up again. And also the guys behind us also, you know, they stand up. And this is when the older lady who was also drunk gets involved. And this is also when the real drama starts to happen, because things got a little bit, I wouldn't say violent, but something happened that I really was not okay with and I felt very uncomfortable. I was actually wearing a play suit, and what it is on the back of the play suit, it zip ends here, there's like my back showing here, and then there's a button at the top which kind of just keeps me decent. All of a sudden I feel someone grab onto my play suit where the zip actually like stops. This person had gotten their hand on my play suit and tugged me back. And when this person tugged me back, I nearly fell, but I fell into my seat luckily. We were in, I think it was row N, and you know, I could have very easily fallen and caught the person in the row in front of me and fallen just down all the way to row A. When this happened and I felt someone tug really harshly and pull me back into my seat, actually at the time that all of this was happening, I thought that it was the drunken guy directly behind me because we'd had issues earlier on in the night. However, when the concert finished, I was told that it was the older lady, and what was actually explained to me by someone who was sat near me was that it was definitely the old woman who pulled me down. She'd had too much to drink and there was already a lot of tension going on, like I mentioned at the start of the video, because she didn't like the fact that there was someone sat next to her and she wanted to move. But you know, then she was sat in someone else's seat, so there was a big hoo-ha, so there was already tension. I was also told actually that the lady was drunk before the concert even started. So to me, you don't let someone into an arena if they are already drunk, because that whole situation could have been a lot worse. I started, you know, defending myself because I felt very threatened. I assumed it was the guy directly behind me, and I kind of just shouted a little bit at him. I just said, don't touch me, like do not touch me like that. And he is, you know, he starts shouting and swearing all over again, and he's going, it was the old lady, it was the old lady, it was her, it was her. And at the time I didn't believe him. She never spoke, and I looked her directly in the eye. I looked the guy behind me in the eye, and I looked at her directly in the eye, and I said, look, whichever of you two that it was, you do not touch me. Like, there's a way to speak to people, there's a way to handle situations, do not touch me again. And you know what, at that point I just wanted to get out of the arena, and I'm someone who enjoys concerts so much and loves the atmosphere in arenas, but I just wanted to leave. I had people coming up to me and saying, look, are you okay? Like, we saw what happened. It just amazes me how people can be so mean and so like hands-on, and then not even admit that it was them. Like, Do you know what I mean? Like, that seems kind of cowardly to me, to do something and then to watch shit hit the fan basically, and then to not own up to what you have done. At the moment, I actually sent in an email to the arena and they are looking into the situation. Things like that happen, and that lady should not have been let into the arena when she had already had too much to drink. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. If you're new here, click on that subscribe button. All I can say now is thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.